Let me know when you're ready.
Do you want to take a picture?
Yes.
I'll take the Pro Gray and the
Perfect.
10 of the Pro Gray, 10 of the
Okay.
Stonehenge.
When you're good to go.
Hey everybody, I'm Jackie G and welcome to Art Talk Tuesday. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, we do these chats every Tuesday to connect with you, all of you artists out there and beyond, and just to tell you about what's happening in the art material industry, new products that may have arrived for us, if there's any news that we can share with you. We are located in Toronto, Canada, and I always say we're between two of the best neighborhoods, Chinatown and Kensington Market. So if you're ever down in the area or you're visiting Toronto for the first time, please stop in and chat and say hi. We always love to say, to see you and meet with you. And I'm going to wave and say hi to all of you joining in. I always love to see where our audience is viewing us from. I'm sure a lot of you are on vacation, so thank you for tuning in. All across Canada, North America, I know we have a number of international viewers now, so thank you. I love chatting about art materials. If you have any questions about while I'm chatting, please type them in and we'll do our best to answer your question. If you have questions afterwards, you can send them through Instagram, Facebook, and to our customer service department, and we'll certainly try and answer them for you. If you like what you see, I hope you do. Follow us on Instagram. You can also check out our website, gwartzmans.com, and any of the products that anytime we'll talk about at any time, unless it's a teaser and I'm telling you about something new, you can find them on our website. As much as I love that so many of you are looking at our website, we do love to see you here in our store. This building is over 100 years old and we've been in this building 75 years. So it has a lot of stories to tell about all the artists that have graced our floors. So again, welcome. My name is Jackie G and it's Art Talk Tuesday. So of course I've got my notes ready. So I'm ready to tell you about all kinds of things that are going on. Last week, we had a great live with Keith from the New Wave or the Yugo products that some of you might be familiar with. They make plein air products. It was great to chat with him. And the whole idea is often that I want to do is have you see what some of our suppliers are like. We deal with a lot of independent manufacturers still all over the world. And it's great for you to connect and be able to ask questions or comments and get to know what they are like. There's so many great people that we get to work with, and so of course I want you to see who are these great people. So if you want to see or learn about more of the Yugo products, you can find that interview on our IGTV and also on YouTube. Of course, any of our chats are available also through the same sources, and I hope you'll check them out. We've had some great interviews over the years. I'm going to tell you about a few that are coming up, so you'll want to tune in, and we're trying to make sure as much as we can that they are always on a Tuesday, so you will know where to find us. So let's talk about things that are happening now. The TOAF, that's the Toronto Art Festival, which is taking place at Nathan Phillips Square. It started this week with their online, so if you want to check out any of the artists that are showing their work online, you can do that now. This coming weekend, which is, I always get the dates wrong, so it's around the 8th or 9th. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That is the one that will actually be open at Nathan Phillips Square. It is rain or shine. We pray for sun. And congratulations to all the artists that are participating. We again are a sponsor for the honorable mention in painting, so we look forward to seeing the work of the artist that wins our prize. Please go down and say hello to the artists down there. They always love to connect with everyone and see what's happening in the art industry, what artists are doing. Now, getting back to closer to home, weekend of July 15th and 16th. It's the Urban Sketcher Toronto conference. It is Saturday and Sunday only. We are a part of this amazing weekend as well. I really love urban sketching. I think it's just such a fun and easy way to do sketching these days, and it's really doesn't have to be as expensive if you're just starting to learn about it. They have classes, there are booths, there are product demos. I'll be there, so you can come check out the Gortzman's booth and say hi. I do look forward to it. And if you've ever thought about urban sketching, see what goes on. It's in the St. Lawrence market area, so it's a great part of Toronto. You can check out their Instagram, which is USK Toronto, and of course we'll be posting about it as well. So it should be a lot of fun. That takes care of that. Okay, so some things that are coming up, since I wanted to tell you about talks. Next Tuesday, I don't care where you are. You could be traveling, you could be in your studio, you could be anywhere you want. We are meeting with Alina Gallo, so A Gallo watercolors. So a lot of you have been really excited that we have the A Gallo watercolors from Assisi, Italy. I do have a set out here, so let me just find it. So any of you that have been following the A Gallo products, and I know she does a lot online, Alina is going to be chatting with us, and that will be at approximately 12 p.m. Toronto time. If you have questions, you can send them in ahead of time. If you have comments, I'm sure she'd love for you to tell her how wonderful her product is. And so we'll be chatting about her process, her company, her products. So that'll be next Tuesday, July the 11th. July the 18th, following Tuesday, it's going to be great. Another live with Jimmy Leslie from Colart. If any of you have seen Jimmy online or on Instagram, he is a wealth of information. He has tried everything in every medium, and he's going to be chatting about watercolors. Watercolors have made a huge comeback. A lot of you are aware of that. So it's gouache and watercolors and mediums and anything that you might be questioning about. We're going to get him to try and do a few things just to test him about it and see if there's something you're curious about with watercolor or mixing. He's the guy to ask, and it should be a lot of fun. I will give a teaser, of course, because, I think you should tune in anyways to learn something. But this is going to be the giveaway during that chat. So if you are interested, I'm not going to tell you when we're giving it away in the chat. It could be at any time during the time that we are chatting with Jimmy. So that is going to be the giveaway. This is an artist quality Winsor Newton watercolor set. So that will be July the 18th. We'll be talking about it again. And again, it will be Winsor Newton watercolors and mediums and all kinds of good stuff. Okay, so that takes care of that. See, I'm getting through my notes really well today. And of course, there are some new products. I don't have them out here because I'm just telling you things that have arrived. Michael Harding watercolors are restocked. So any of you that missed out when we had them before, it is fully stocked and the display looks amazing. So if you're interested in Michael Harding watercolors, again, I did a great interview with him in April. You should check it out. If you have any questions, anything you were wondering about him or his watercolors, yes, I do know they are expensive, but he gives his explanation for it, and so you should check it out. That's on our IGTV and also on YouTube. Roman Small. So many of you know that we carry the Roman Small products. He is famous for his large pans, and I mean this is just a swatch of color, but he's famous for large size pans. They are great priced. They come in just about 4 or 5 series, so they're not too expensive. They are artist quality. He is huge in Europe, so Roman Small. So we did bring in a number of half pans. He's just started with half pans, so you can see those are going to be on our website. I believe they're trying to get them up. Oh, they are up now. So if you want to check them out, Roman Small half pans are now available. Those are some of the newest things. I mean, there's lots of stuff coming in the background, but I'm not going to, tell you about all of them. They'll be up on our website and in the store very, very soon. We're working on getting through them as quickly as possible, but lots of stuff still arriving. Any of you that are Kuratucky product fans, we do have a shipment of Kuratucky arriving probably in about 2 weeks. So that will be restocked because I know we ran out of them so quickly, but other cool stuff. So always something happening here. So today I want to do something a little bit different because I'm always talking about so many different products. And I know that we've done a post about this before, and I'm sure you've seen it either in a reel or whatever. And the theme of today, in case you haven't figured it out, are things that fit in your hand. And believe it or not, I went through, there is probably a lot more, but I can only show so much. But it's to give you an idea of how there are so many products that fit into your hand. And I used my own hand. I didn't talk to any of the staff about this one. I just walked around and fit all these, well, aside from this one, but there's a reason why. But everything else fits into my hand. And I wanted just to show that really art materials don't have to be huge all the time for you to be able to take it out or go somewhere or sit in a park or have it in your studio because, you know, sometimes studio space is quite limited. And so I did a range of products that are just really to give you an idea of some amazing materials that you can use. So I'm not going to go through each one because that you can check them out individually. We'll probably just want to scan so I can show some of them just to give you an idea and some of the brands that we are showing. So, I mean, I put out, you know, different sculpture materials, and also I wanted to talk about, again, that we do carry a lot of products that are made so that if we have trouble fitting things into our hand, you know, I know what it's like. Sometimes my hands get a little bit stiff. We're starting to carry more and more products, so if we have a bit of arthritis or issues with holding a narrow brush, because some brushes are quite small, or tools, we're working to fit in the hand. So whether it be, you know, something from GM, which we have either for pottery or for applying paint. We've got, you know, the mini scissors, great tools from Excel, all kinds of cool stuff that we have here on the table, but also throughout the store. And you can always ask our staff if you have any questions about any products that are specifically for that. And actually what I should show again, while we're just, it's in my brush section, but same idea are these brushes that we brought in from Da Vinci. And it's also the idea that it will easy just to fit in your hand, whether you grab it like this or you put it into your palm, any way that you want to hold it. It is made for children or adults, and these are great. This is a synthetic hair, so this is just not natural, it is imitation. And we have them in flat and round. So again, the whole idea is things that fit in the hand. I've done a really great selection of pads and products from all different brands. Whether you're looking at the Eco Kua, which is, you know, all these mini pads, and I know a lot of us are really into, you know, quick sketches, ideas, things that we want to write about. There's so many brands that make these great pads now that you don't even have to worry about finding the right size. I grabbed, you know, a few different ones. It's the same thing with watercolor, whether you go for Winsor Newton in a 4x6 or the really amazing fluid. These are great ranges that are easy to take with you, fit in a backpack or a large purse or whatever you're carrying with you. And, you know, all kinds of lead holders that are tried and true and never go away. I've put out also a selection of, we're going to just sort of move here because I did put out a lot of watercolor supplies because, you know, I think a lot of us, you know, what I remember is always being you had to have a big palette, you had lots of color, there weren't always really easy ways to carry everything. Well, all that's changed. I mean, now you can get so many amazing ways to carry all of your paints and your brushes. It's just, it makes it just a lot easier to be an artist and to go out and travel and get outside. So I wanted to show some of these amazing small palettes that we now stock. Whether you're looking at something from Whiskey Painters and their metal palettes, and these are made to hold all of your cakes, or we've got this amazing mini palette here, and this one folds over, and when you order it, it comes with an elastic and also some clips. And then we've got all of these really small, amazing ways to play and mix and carry with you. You know, of course, the water brushes, there are so many brands out there. We make our own, so they're round and flat, all different sizes. And I should show off because we do represent Tintoretto, and I'll show you how small that brush is. But I just think it's the coolest thing. It's like, you know, some of those mini pens that we use to carry, you know, with us. And I'll show you that it actually fits into our palette. So you never have a reason to be able to leave your brush at home. These are also collapsible brushes from Tintoretto. And of course, when it's open, it's bigger than my hand, but you know, this is to show you that it actually does fit into my hand when it's closed. These come in all different sizes. You can get them in synthetic, imitation squirrel, and also in sable. We have them in all different sizes. So these are really cool to take a look at. And of course, we've got our great ranges of watercolor sets. Now again, I only grabbed a few because it would just take me too long to show you all of them. But I will show you, you've got stone ground, and those of you that are not familiar with stone ground, I'll show you the cover there. See how small that is? Stone ground is made in Regina, Saskatchewan. So if you're looking to buy Canadian, definitely check them out. We have them in open stock and in sets. Comes beautifully boxed just like that, and they're really proud of what they do. Of course, we've got all different size sets of A Gallo. So again, nice and small and compact, beautifully packaged. You've got, again, Roman small. We've got this amazing set. And I grabbed one from Sennelier just to give you something a little bit different. Dot cards. Oh my goodness, dot cards are huge. Wow. And talk about a nice way to play with color or see if you like the brand. Daniel Smith makes these amazing dot card packs. So they're really small and easy to use. I did grab some, you know, different mediums to show you. So of course I've got from Pebeo, because I think this is a great product. This is your masking fluid in pen form. Comes with an extra tip so you can keep it clean. But you know, again, it's just something easy to work with, putting whatever you have, and it fits in your hand. If you want to try out pastels, there are great selections now from Rembrandt and Sennelier. They make these great little selections, so it's really to keep it easy so that you can try something. Sennelier's got these nice little selections, whether it's, you know, the summer sky or doing the seascape. These are really, really quite nice. And of course, when you want to keep yourself clean, you've got these great sets. And those of you that aren't familiar with the Masters products, they've been making these for like, well, I don't know, 30, 40 years. It's the best stuff on the market to keep yourself clean, and also your tools and your brushes. You should check that out if you're ever wondering what you can do. Now, you're going to wonder why I'm still holding on to this set. That's also because I don't want it to fall over, but it's to show you that you can get smaller size tubes. So you don't always want to carry around big tubes. You can get different size sets that have the smaller tube that are very convenient if you just want to take something and you're going to the park. Or if you just need a little bit of color and you're going to squeeze it onto your canvas. So this is just one of the products that we stock related to that. I didn't want to show you everything, but again, these individual tubes, not the box, but the individual tube fits into my hand. So also, this is new for us. This is Paper Republic. We are hoping to have them for a chat. Just to show you, again, this fits in my hand. This amazing pad. This is their leather cover that they make, and I'll see if so I don't mess it up, just to show you. But they have a huge following for their product, and people collect their books, and they use them, and they just continuously fill one of these little leather covers with all of their books. They make a few different kinds for all different mediums, whether you're going to be drawing or writing or doing both, whatever you like. They have these great elastics, which are different colors, so that you can use different color elastics to hold things together and add more pads to it. What I also love is, and this is the attachment here, is for the pen or pencil or whatever you like to use. It is an elastic, so it expands. But what I like about this is you're not limited to using it just with the Paper Republic. You can buy these separately. so that you could attach it to any sketchbook that you like. The magnet is really, really tough to open and close, so I'm not going to play with it, but it is lovely and it is nicely packaged. So if you're looking for something for yourself or you're traveling or someone else, this is how it would look on their pad. And as I say, I'm pulling on it and it's not moving. So Paper Republic, and again, we have them in the store. You can see it's nicely set up here and also on our website. I did want to show a couple other things. Not the set fits in my hand, but the finished product will fit in my hand. We've got these great carving sets from Studio Stone out of British Columbia. Again, another great Canadian company. So if you're looking to try something over the summer for yourself or anybody else, they come with all the instructions and the piece that you carve, and it's a lot of fun, and they make it simple for you to enjoy something that you can put on display, hold in your hand, whatever you like. So I don't know if you have any questions about anything that I've got out here. As I say, I've tried to show you all the kinds of different tools, you know, the collapsible brushes, again, a foamy palette. Oh, this is the, actually I should show this one. This is the famous, now it's going to be tight on me. This is made by Foamy, and this is their whiskey palette. And the whole idea with this is that you can add your water to the case. It's steel inside, so it's not going to rust. And that way you have your water with you. And again, these are nice and small. It comes with the cakes, but you can remove them to add whatever you like, or you can fill the cake with whatever you have. There's your little mixing cup, so it's really kind of cute. Actually, I'm sure you're all wondering what this kind of brush is, and again, that excuse me, fits in my hand. But that is made by Tintoretto, and that is a striping brush. So anybody who works on, I think some people will use clay on clay too, but it is a pinstriping brush usually used for painting on motorcycles and cars and things like that. But again, it fits in my hand, so I thought I'd show it to you a little bit different. So I hope I've dazzled you today with all kinds of great tools and things that you can fit in your hand. If you ever wonder, sure, come in, try and see how it fits in your hand. And you can see if there's something that I haven't shown, and we can always do a fun test to see how that works. If you have any questions, again, you can send them in afterward if you're wondering about any of the products that you see. Don't forget, next Tuesday is Alina from A Gallo Watercolors. Should be great. And also the following week, you don't want to miss it too. This will be our chat with Jimmy Leslie from Colart, who works with Winsor Newton products. He's going to be chatting with us about Winsor Newton. We've planned to talk to him again about some other things, but our focus is watercolors because it is summer and it's watercolor month in many different places. And so we want you to just, you know, have a lot of fun and get to hear about some new things. So until next week, I hope you have a great week, and please keep on creating. Bye-bye for now. Thanks for tuning in.